right now. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Psychic and the Doc. And this is one of our special holiday specials, if I must say. It's great to have all of you tune us in and turn us on. And as we said before, we are going to get right at the phones. But first, Mark Anthony and I are really here to do a great show with all of you. And we promised this is about renewal, because now when we come into this momentum, I like to call it my merriment momentum. We're not without honoring the emotions of where we feel and who we are, right? And
Right.
so, Mark, this time of year is generally rough and awkward for a lot of people. And it's still that way. Tell me your experience. You're psychic medium, so you are busy a lot this time of year. Give me a sense of what you're sensing here and what we're going to be able to do to help people today.
The holidays magnify the pain of loss because it's all supposed to be joyous and happy, and particularly for parents who've lost children, because Christmas is so centered around children and opening their gifts. And so, and even for people that may not necessarily celebrate Christmas, it enhances and intensifies feelings of loneliness and isolation. And nobody should go through life, and particularly the holidays, alone. So that's what I'm seeing this time of year. And that's why the Psychic and the Doc are on call, because we don't want anyone to have to go through the pain of being alone, especially in the wake of the death of a loved one. So that's why we're here, to take your calls. I'm going to do my best to connect you with your loved ones in spirit, in tandem with Dr. Pat's very compassionate, insightful, uplifting advice and counsel. And so that's why we decided to not do pre-recorded shows, or to do encore shows. We figured, look, if you're going to be alone during the holidays, that's why we did this show. That's why we've produced this show. And so that's what my feeling is, Dr. Pat.
Now, look, here's what I want to say. I mean, the holidays usually, the thing that sort of steps up, either supersedes, precedes, or happens to come after the holidays, is feelings of reminders of where we are and people we've lost. And we know what that's like this year. They did a study a couple of years ago. They haven't yet released anything now, but a couple of years ago, they did a study, and they looked at, the fact that in the United States, it's a national mental health study that was done in the United States alone. They talked about close to 18 million adults 18 or over at least suffer one major depression episode. Now, that means a lot of things: loneliness, loss of a loved one, financial strain, social anxiety. All you need to do is get on social media and you can get a social anxiety attack immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately. Unrealistic expectations. I was just telling you, Mark, I came back east. I thought, let's have a family thing. I'm going to make the turkey, and we're going to have the holiday. And I think we're going to have like a Christmas Eve thingy-majiggy. And we got it all ready, going to be at Linda's house. So it's good news, not so good. Good news is we don't have to clean like we were going to clean. The not so good news is this is not normal.
No.
One family member comes down with something, is all around another one, and then everything changes. So we're here to help people with the unexpected, right?
We are. And, real quick, the symbols of Christmas, the Christmas tree, and I'll spare the lecture, because this is one of the lectures that I give, and the holly wreath are both evergreens. Yeah. And they were, even in the pre-Christian era, the winter solstice. And see, this show is very unique because 2 days ago was the winter solstice.
That's correct.
Which in the Northern Hemisphere shortest day of the year. 2 days from now is Christmas Day. Now, for our friends in the Southern Hemisphere, because we have a lot of listeners in Australia, South Africa, New Zealand, it's the longest day of the year. But the Christmas traditions were developed in the Northern Hemisphere. And so at the winter solstice, people would exchange gifts of evergreen. Why? Because it began the darkest time of the year. Food grew scarce. The days were shorter. It was cold. People starved to death. They were terrified of Christmas. And an evergreen was a symbol of eternal life, that even in the darkest times, life exists. And that's a big part of what we do here on the Psychic and the Doc, is help people understand that life doesn't end at physical death, neither does love. And so that's why we're doing this show. That's why it's about renewal. Okay,
Yep.
Dr. Pat, perfect.
Yep.
Evergreens are the renewal of life. So
Yep.
with that, I mean,
Let's
we are
go.
good. Yeah, let's go.
Let's go to the phones. Ms. Jessica is at the helm tonight. Go for it, Jess. Yeah.
You go, Jessica.
All right.
Live with the Psychic and the Doc.
Hi, Allison. Welcome to the show. Is that Napa wine country in California?
Hi, Allison. You're on the air with the Psychic and the Doc. Hello, hello.
Gotta get just.
Let me try that again. All right, now I've got Allison. You've got the rookie producing today, but we really do have Allison now.
We have Jingle Bell Jessica. That's her holiday name, Jingle Bell Jessica. So we're cutting her some slack.
Oh, that is very good. That is awesome.
All right, Allison, you're live.
Hi, Allison. You're live.
Oh, wow, that was quick. Hi.
Yeah.
Merry
Hey.
Christmas, Dr. Pat.
Yeah, Merry
Mark.
Christmas.
Merry
Yeah.
Christmas.
Are you're in Napa, like wine country, right?
Yes, I'm in wine country.
Awesome. Very good. So look, we're here to help you. Let's connect you with Mark if that's the way you want to go, and let's get going, okay?
Yeah.
How can we help you?
Okay, so I had a reading with Mark in August, and all four of my grandparents were telling me to watch out for a Jerry. And I only knew one Jerry then, but then about 3 weeks after, another Jerry would come into my life. So is it which Jerry is the bad one?
Oh, I don't know.
That's Jerry squared.
Yeah. What Jerry, you got to realize too, that sometimes when names come through, Jerry could be Barry, could be Gary. So you got to be very careful. Plus, you don't want to go into assuming, and watch out for doesn't always mean watch out as in bad. Maybe it's watch out for this could be good. Okay, so but let's see what your folks. Okay, I'm getting a female energy coming through, connected to you through your mother's side of the family. So this very well could be your maternal grandmother, but it could be another woman connected to you through your mom's side of the family. And with this woman, Allison, I'm getting a very worn out, tired feeling prior to passing, and I'm clutching my chest because she had some type of cardio issue. And the reason I'm saying this is it feels like her heart was slowing down, and I'm getting this erratic heartbeat. So it appears to me that she must have had atrial fibrillation and other heart issues, and that would also explain the exhausted and worn out feeling. Also feel extremely thirsty, which would be an indicator that either she was dehydrated or possibly in a non-responsive state, maybe for even just a couple days prior to passing. Does any of that resonate with you, Allison?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Is that your maternal grandmother?
Yes.
Okay. Now, I know Dr. Pat's a ping pong champion, but your grandmother is talking to you about ping pong, ping pong, ping pong. Now, ping pong could be the literal interpretation of playing ping pong, and maybe you're a ping pong player, or was in your past, but it could have another meaning. But when I say ping pong, what immediately comes to you, Allison?
That the first thing that I think of is Forrest Gump when you say that.
Interesting. And why is that?
Because Forrest Gump was a ping pong champion.
Okay, it's been a while since I've seen the movie, but I do recall that. All right. Now, ping pong could also mean you're going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. All right. And there we go. And hey, what's with you? And I know lots of people like sweet potatoes, but I'm tasting, smelling, seeing sweet potatoes. Do you love them, hate them, or do sweet potatoes make sense to you in any way?
I'm sure it just makes me think of the holidays.
Okay. They don't have any particular significance to you. Sweet potatoes?
No.
Interesting. Hold on. What I'm getting from her is that you're going through a period now of indecision, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And the sweet potato, what type of vegetable is that? That's a root vegetable. It's underground. And so you have not yet gotten to the fruition of your intuition. That's how she's putting it. You've not gotten to the fruition of your intuition because what's happening is she's telling me that you overanalyze things to which, being overly analytical is a good skill. But when you do it with your intuitive sense, that's why you're blocking it. Dr. Pat, what's your take?
Let me ask you a question. Can I ask you about the Jerry and the Jerry? Because understand when you have two
Sure.
Jerrys, that's like a little ping pong, right?
Oh,
What are the
interesting.
odds?
Okay.
Yeah, think about it. What are the odds of having Jerry and then another Jerry show up? I mean, in a lifetime, right? I mean, you wouldn't even want to bet money on that, would you? No. So which one are you sweet on?
Sorry, what was that?
Which one are you sweet on?
Sweet on? I'm sweet on neither.
Okay. Now, either one of them or one or the other, is one of them sweet on you?
I feel like maybe the original Jerry might be.
Yeah. That's that's what I'm kind of thinking. And the thing I want to say is about sweet potatoes, they have a lot of meaning. I mean, honestly, I come from a family. My stepmom was from the South. Sweet potato pie was like a thing.
Yeah.
And I like what Mark said. So this is a time for you to be acutely aware. Do you understand what I mean, Allison, about that, being acutely aware?
Yes.
Okay. So what that means is normally you would not be a real detail person. You may not be aware. You may also not be aware of the fact that there is somebody that is really kind of sweet on you. So one of the things I would say to you is just be a little bit, what I like to call mindfully aware. That's where your left and your right brain meet each other. Mindfully aware. I don't think there's anything for you to do except keep watching out for Jerry. That's not a bad thing.
Okay.
Just keep a lookout. It's about awareness, right? And I think Mark nailed it.
Mm-hmm.
A sweet potato is a root potato, and you do not know the size of a potato until you pull it out. And so you have to dig up the root to find out. But I don't get a sense that either one of these Jerrys are going to be super impactful. It's just be super aware. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if they're business partners. I'm not sure what their relationship is with you, but just be mindfully aware.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
One's involved with my mother's business. The other one's involved with my father's business.
That's what I was saying. See, that's what I didn't want to jump right out there, but that's what I'm saying. Mindfully aware. What that means is this is probably not about you. And by the way, what a ping pong situation.
Yeah.
That is the bada bing, bada bam. So you may be called on to be the gatekeeper. Please don't take that on. But if you're mindfully aware, you're an objective party and you will see things that your family members won't see. Got it? Don't take on the burden of it. Be an owl.
Okay.
Be an owl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, got that? Owls squawk when they need to squawk. So that's your mission. Thank you for calling in. Happy holidays.
All
Thank you,
right. Thank
Allison.
you.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Allison.
Happy
Bye-bye.
holidays.
I knew it was like a business thing.
Yeah,
Right-
and you know,
right
the
there.
potato underground intuition has not come to fruition. I mean, that was an
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right. Well, you want to keep rolling?
let's do it.
Let's go it. Let's do it. Jessica.
Yeah. All right. Here we go.
What are you doing?
Yeah. Well, let's go to Linda in New Jersey.
All right, Linda, welcome to the Psychic and the Doc. Mark Anthony is the psychic lawyer. Welcome to the show. What can we do for you? Linda? I think we scared Linda from like the last.
Oh, I hear
Jessica-
I hear a little phone rustling. Linda, are you there?
Linda, are you there? Or,
Hello?
hey, how
Lynn.
can we help you? Let me connect you with Mark.
Oh,
Hey,
I'm
Lin-
sorry. I'm
hey-
having a little trouble hearing you. My name is Linda. Is that who you're talking to?
Loud and clear, Linda, we got you. How can we
Oh,
help
good,
you
okay.
today?
Uh,
Yeah.
Well, I was hoping that I would hear from two people who have passed who were friends, and if they approve of my trying
Hold
to
on,
take
hold on,
care-
Linda, hold on.
Yeah.
When we go into spirit communication, even though this is our Christmas show, remember, they're not Santa Claus, okay? So when you go in with, I want this person and I want to hear this, want, you got to be careful because I want, inadvertently puts angst into the energetic field and creates a block. Let's do this. Let's see who
Oh.
comes through.
Yeah.
And not just for your benefit, for the benefit of all the listeners.
Yeah.
Sometimes the person that comes through first may not be the one that you were hoping for, but the other side knows who needs to get through to you. All right, Linda, there's a male energy coming through connected to you. And what I'm getting with him is I get sort of a regal appearance, an authoritative way about him, a very paternalistic, very father-like figure. Now, he could be, I don't know if your dad's on the other side, but I get a very father-like vibe from this man. And I also get that I get like smoking a cigarette in one hand, newspaper in the other, cigarette in one hand, newspaper in the other, coffee. So, I mean, this guy was very busy, very energetic, very knowledgeable. And with his passing, I feel like something hit him really quick. Like I'm getting this massive collapsing sensation in my chest and then pain in my head. And then he went pretty quickly after that. So it could be a stroke, could be a heart attack, but some type of ailment came upon him pretty suddenly, and then he went. Does any of this resonate with you?
The quick demise does, but not the rest of it.
The what? I can't understand you. Your
Yeah.
connection's
One-
not
one
very
more-
good.
I'm sorry.
one more time.
The quick demise
Yes.
that does resonate with me, but not how it happened or actually the father figure type either.
Okay. So it's not that you don't get the father figure type, but you do, but there is something about a quick demise, correct? That's what you said.
Yeah.
Okay, what was his relationship to you?
Well, it doesn't really sound like my father. I mean, he is on the other side, and he did die suddenly, but
All right, was he real
wasn't,
smart?
Pardon me?
Who
Was he
is the
real smart?
one?
It was hard. Well,
No,
Right,
no,
Linda,
smart.
Linda, yeah, you're overthinking things.
Yeah.
Okay, you're overthinking things. See, this would be better in a one-on-one reading because what's
Yeah.
happening is you're blocking a lot because you're overthinking and overanalyzing. Remember, I said it's a father type figure. This
Mhm.
could be an older friend. This could be an uncle. This could even be a grandfather. So when you hyper focus on one particular term, then you create a block and the spirits back off. Here's the long story. This guy died very suddenly. Something hit him, either stroke or heart attack. But remember, different causes of death may have a similar physical sensation as I manifested. And this guy passed rather suddenly. What I get about him is he, before this, throughout his life, really intelligent, kept up to date on news, high energy. All right. And what he wants you to know is he said that you are pushing yourself too hard, too fast, too hard, too fast. And do you drive a lot? Do you drive a lot, Linda?
No more than the average person. I don't work right now, so.
Okay, hold on. He's talking about the way you drive. Do you ride your brake? Because he keeps showing you like speeding up and hitting the brake, speeding up, hitting the brake. Now, that could be the way you drive, or that may be what's going on with you in your life right now. That you're, even though you're retired, it's like you speed up and then you hit the brakes. This may be a metaphor. This does not necessarily mean driving. It could be like you're trying to rush to a decision and then you back off, rush to a decision and back off. All right, Dr. Pat, does this make any sense?
I think two things, Linda. One is I would connect with Mark because it sounds like there's a lot of layers to it. But part of this also, and I'll just tell you, this may not be you, but let me just pick up where Mark left off. Sometimes in life, we push until we get the answer we want. We push. I don't know that it has to do with this call at all, but sometimes there's something we really want and we cannot let go of it. It's not just you, it's all of us, right? But if there is something.
There is something I want that I can't let go of, yes.
That's what I'm
Okay.
saying. And so that's what happens emotionally. And let me just give you a little emotional, intellectual, how the mind and the body and our emotional and spiritual state work. Come close to me, go away. Come close to me, go away. And what that means is that when we are feeling a sense of desperation that we must have a thing, we interfere with God, the universe, whatever you believe in is trying to really give you. There's only one solution to that kind of attachment, without going into a lot of attachment theory. There's only one solution.
I'm sorry, it's going into a lot of what?
Attachment. It's called attachment. Sometimes we talk about attachment to a person. No, we could be attachment to a thing in a situation. Like, I mean, if you have a will and you think that the will should come out a certain way and you're so obsessed with it that you can't even sleep at night and yet you have no control over it. Here's what you need to do. You have to find a way to let go. What do you believe in? A higher power, a God or something?
Yes.
Okay, you got to give it to them. I have a God box. I filled my God box up this week. I'm telling you, just saying. You got to turn it over to them and then step back.
Okay. And if this is something where I do need to speak privately with Mark, how do I arrange that?
Mark.
Visit my website, which is afterlifefrequency.com, just like my new book, The Afterlife Frequency. And
I read it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, the same thing, theafterlifefrequency.com.
Yeah. If you don't let go of
and
this
there's a way to get in touch
yes.
Well, that's all on the website. You got to go to the website and read it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You have to let go of this because you won't win.
Okay.
You won't win on the emotional level with it. You may win the outcome, but you will not win at the emotional level. Got it, Linda?
Okay.
All right, good.
All right,
good.
So I have to let go of it and see what happens.
You do.
You know, if I can interject, there is a Hindu saying, it is in the letting go that you obtain. And it's the same thing with a reading. When you go into it with I want, without meaning to, and I'm not targeting you specifically, Linda, I'm saying this to everybody, you flood the energetic field with a block. You read my book, The Afterlife Frequency. Remember the chapter, Avoiding the No, No, No Syndrome? I want is another form of the no, no, no energy, and that creates a block.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing in what we want. You know, it's like, I want this person, I want this job, I want. There's nothing wrong with being ambitious and wanting something, but when you want it to the point that you create all this inadvertent negative energy, it never happens. So it is in the letting go that you obtain. And that's exactly what Dr. Pat is saying.
Yeah.
So,
and Linda, this is a message for everybody. You should be desiring everything your heart desires. You feel me on that? I don't want people to misunderstand what I'm saying. I am the queen of abundance here. And I'm just saying to you, desire to your heart's content, but do not get attached to a specific outcome of what that is. That's what kills us. But don't stop desiring. Desire is a beautiful thing. It's just when you say, I desire to have that Mercedes, and then you want to tell the universe how you're going to get it, when in fact, the universe may want to give you a Jaguar, right? The point is you want a luxury car. All right, Linda, thank you. Happy holidays.
God bless, Linda.
I wonder if I'm going to get a Jaguar. Oh my God.
Well, you may end up with a Mercedes, you know?
That's okay. That's all right too. I got to tell you, I'm a sports car and a Harley girl. Jessica, who's next?
All right, let's go to the other end of the country for a second, and let's talk to Desiree from Idaho. Desiree, you are on with the Psychic and the Doc.
Hi, Desiree. Welcome to the show.
Hello?
Hi. Can you hear us okay?
Can you hear me?
I love hearing you. Yes, you sound great.
There, I took you off speakerphone. Can you hear me now?
No, I could hear you great. Turn your radio off. That could be part of why you can't hear us on the phone.
Oh, I don't have a radio on.
Oh,
Or
great.
your computer speakers.
Okay.
Okay.
How can we help you? Let's get right at helping you.
Yeah.
So I was just seeing if anyone wanted to connect.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
Desiree,
Mark.
there's a female energy coming through now. She could be on your generational level, possibly the one above it. And what I'm getting with her is I'm feeling nausea. And the nausea indicates to me that prior to passing, she was having difficulty eating and or holding down food. However, sometimes nausea is one of my cancer indicators. And actually, the more she's intensifying the connection with me, I'm feeling a burning sensation all throughout her abdominal region, down into her cervix, into the colon area. I'm also feeling in the breast, and I'm feeling hot, sweaty, disoriented, and toward the end I'm getting this disconnect with her ability to concentrate. This very well could be a cancerous condition. Now I'm getting pains running down my spine as well. The disconnect with her mental clarity, the way I'm feeling it, because I'm getting this numbness now in my mouth, my tongue, and my hands. This would be, she was under medical care. This would be essentially painkillers. And let me tell you, she needed to be treated for pain, because this poor woman, I am feeling this, body wide, and she put up a very valiant struggle against this. And it seems like her battle with this condition went on for quite some time. And it seemed like she fought it to a stalemate, and then things took a turn for the much more serious. Does any of this make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay. When you say, yeah, I guess, in what way?
Just in the way that she went. I don't know if there was more to it.
Well, what happens is they give me information in stages. So let me work with her, and she's talking about you now, and I'm getting like these pains in my head. Now, those could mean that you're under a lot of stress, which, a lot of people are. I mean, that stress is kind of part of modern life. But this could also mean that you may get a lot of headaches, even possibly migraines, because I'm getting like this blinding headaches at times. Does any of this resonate with you?
Somewhat, not necessarily for me. Maybe it was when she passed.
Okay, why do you say that?
Or maybe it's somebody that I'm with now. She's undergoing some stuff right now. So maybe it's somebody that I'm with that she's talking about the headaches.
Okay, is there somebody with you that's having real bad migraines, headaches?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's been struggling with them. We're in the hospital right now with that.
Oh, wow.
I'm
Okay.
sorry, you're what? I didn't
He's in the
understand.
hospital right now. The person that's
with
struggling
them.
with the migraines is in the hospital right now with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, they're talking about him now. The spirit just handed me, metaphorically, a box of animal crackers. Now I know probably every little kid had a box of animal crackers, but do animal crackers? Don't worry. Don't try to figure out what animal crackers mean to anyone other than you. If I say animal crackers, what comes to mind for you?
Food, animal
Food.
crackers. Growing up.
Mhm.
No, it's got to be more than that. I'm tasting them, I'm seeing them, I'm smelling and tasting ginger. I think animal crackers are gingerbread or something like that. I don't know.
No,
No, they're not. What are they?
no.
I'm tasting a lot of ginger.
They're like little sweet little sugar cookies. They're like
Sweet little sugar
butter.
cookies.
They're
Yeah,
little
they're
butter
little
cookies.
cookies.
Yeah, little butter cookies.
Animal
Like,
cookies.
Little-
They're shaped like little animals. And then there's, I think,
Yeah.
the pink and the blue.
Well, they're usually like brown and they're in a red box that looks like
Yeah.
I don't know, like a train or something like that.
It's a cage.
It's a cage.
It's a cage.
Oh,
my
a
God.
cage. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So I think I know what that means.
Mm.
Do you feel like you are trapped these days?
In a
You're
way.
taking way too long to answer that. All
Yeah.
right, here's the thing.
She said in a way.
Of course, in a way, yeah, but when something comes through, you got to go with what hits you first. Don't overthink it, overanalyze it. So in a way, okay. Now, what's with you in the color blue? Blue, blue. They're flooding my consciousness with blue. Love it, hate it, makes sense to you in any way.
Blue. It's a color. Are you still there?
Yeah,
we're-
I'm listening.
we're-
We know
we're
it's the
just
color. What mood comes to you when you think of blue?
Blue, the ocean, the sky. Like it happened really recent within the past couple of weeks. So I was just trying to see if there was like foul play or anything like that.
All right, so what is your specific question?
What's your specific question?
So I guess if it was suicide or not.
Oh, okay.
Okay, was this a male who died?
No.
You know what?
No.
I
mean,
don't
I have
think what
males
I'm-
that did die
I-
in my past.
Mhm.
I
Okay.
don't think what I'm getting is for her, so I'm
Mhm.
gonna have to take a pass.
Yeah, I think what I would like you to
Okay.
do, Desiree, is, I mean, clearly there is something going on, especially with this migraine. And so let me just tell you my 2 cents on this. Mark's given you a lot of information. I would schedule some time with him because you have a lot going on. Just based on what I'm picking up in like a 5-minute call, you have a lot going on. And I'll tell you, when I thought about blue, so this is what I want to leave you with. Linda Ronstadt, Blue Bayou. That is a song. It may not relate to you, but it's an interesting song, right?
Blue
It's an
Bayou.
Yeah, Blue Bayou. It's like, look up Linda Ronstadt or a gazillion other people. The words of that song are really interesting, but I would schedule some time with Mark, okay? But there's something
Okay.
about the migraine person that you're in the hospital with right now that it's at the center of this. Please don't burn yourself out though. Don't burn yourself out, okay? Don't do that. You got to take care of yourself. Animal crackers were given to us as kids as a treat. Do you know what I'm saying? When was the last time you treated yourself to something here, Desiree?
Last time I what?
Treated yourself to something, got a gift. When was the last time you
Oh,
did
I don't-
something nice for
I-
yourself?
I don't know. There's too much going on.
That's what I'm trying to
Hmm.
tell you. Listen to what I'm saying. Animal crackers as kids, we got them as a little treat. You are not going to be able to help anybody unless you stop and take care of yourself. Do you hear what I'm saying? You've got to take care of yourself. You've got to say, I'm going to give Desiree something. I don't care if it's an hour in the park, but you have to give yourself something. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. That is important. Thank you, Desiree. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Um,
Desiree.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's a lot going on. Mark, how do we find out about you? We're telling people to schedule calls with you. And then I think we just keep going on the phones.
Okay. My website is afterlifefrequency.com. I invite you to sign up for my newsletter. You can find out about scheduling a session and also my calendar of events, and you'll find out, when the Psychic and the Doc is on, which is every Thursday, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, and all times on either side of that. And that's all at my website, afterlifefrequency.com.
Jessica, do you want to sing a couple of verses of that song for us? Because you're a country singer. You want to give us a little bit of that Blue Bayou stuff? Blue Bayou.
I would if I knew the song.
Oh my gosh, am I
Sorry.
dating myself? Oh no.
I'll look it up too.
Look it up. Linda, give me the Linda Ronstadt version. Let's go to the phones, Jessica.
Okay, that sounds like a better
Oh my
idea
gosh,
than me
you gotta be
singing.
kidding. You've never heard of Linda Ronstadt singing Blue Bayou?
You know, I was really prepared to sing lyrics of any other song.
Okay.
No,
How-
but instead, let's not keep Carol waiting.
Let's
And
go to Carol.
Let's go to Carol from North Carolina. Carol,
Let's
you
do
are
it.
on with the Psychic and the Doc.
Hi, Carol. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Hi,
How
how
can
are
we
you?
help you? Good.
I
I'm gonna.
am wanting to reach out to. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you want to reach out to somebody.
Hey, Carol.
I want to reach out. Yeah. Hey there. I want to reach out if I could to my husband, who I lost a year and a half ago by suicide.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right. Well, let's see who shows up here for Mark.
Okay. Hold on.
I hope so.
All right. Hold on. Give me a sec here. All right. Yeah, there's a male energy coming through. Now, this may be your husband, it may not. Was he kind of bigger guy, like he could have been either muscular or husky? But I get kind of a guy that it seems like he had a larger physique. Does this make any sense?
Nope. Not
sorry.
really. Not really. He was shorter than I was, but he was muscular, but he was shorter than I was.
Well, then that's a yes. Okay. If I say like
Okay.
husky, or
Yes.
I'm not, because I didn't say height. I said like I'm getting an
Muscles.
image of a guy with a denser physical structure. So that's a yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got him coming
Yeah.
through, and this is interesting. Blueberries, love them, hate them, make sense to you in any shape, form, or fashion. Blueberries. I'm tasting them. I'm smelling them. I'm seeing and go ahead.
We would love to go to there's a blueberry festival in one of the towns close to us that we would go to every year and have just a fantastic time.
There you go.
Perfect. This is your husband. See, first he gave us a description, and when a spirit gives me advisory or explanatory message, and then they followed up with an objectively verifiable fact, blueberries. The verifiable fact of blueberries is how he's letting us know that the message before that, his description, is him. Super. So, and
Awesome.
and I'm hearing the Christmas song, "Angels We Have Heard on High." Da, 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 da. Now, of course, it's Christmas time, and there's what is it about angels or that particular song? And angels, interesting. A lot of times when I get angels, that could be a trigger for a name like Michael, because Michael the Archangel. But I keep hearing "Angels We Have Heard on High."
Wouldn't have anything to do with Michael, but he had some Christmas ornaments that he had since he was a teenager. Well, I think maybe one of the first Christmas ornaments that he bought, that would always be his to put up on the Christmas tree, and they were the Hummel angels.
Oh,
There you go. Perfect. Very good. All right.
Yeah,
You are going to
yeah.
be my model client for how to do a reading. See, because you're going with, your interpretation is more important than mine. All right. And now I'm hearing Paul Simon singing, "Love you, love you, love you, love you." I know I'm singing it way off key, but I'm seeing lots of red hearts all over the place. Obviously, that means he loves you. And he also said that toward the end of his life, it seemed like he may have been having some health issues prior to the end, but he keeps complimenting your sense of patience. And he really wants to thank you for that. And he said that one of the things that attracted you to him, he said, was your temperament. He said, even in the stormiest of storms, you are on an even keel. In other words, when there's an emergency, when there's a crisis, when there's a tempest, you're always the rock in the pillar. And he just loved that about you and still does. Does that make sense to you?
that makes sense. But I'm no longer that temperament person now. I mean, after he died, all that left. So
Well, maybe it left, but it's still in there somewhere.
Mhm.
Okay. And so he is
Yeah.
complimenting that about you. And the thing is, death changes people. And I know Dr. Pat can elaborate on that, but hold on, he wants to give you something else. Do you guys have a little dog, or do you have a little dog about the size of a Schnauzer or a Yorkie? I'm seeing he's with this
Yeah.
little dog.
okay, he's with Brandy. He was my mother's dog, and when she died, we took him. And he did not want to have a dog. He said he did not want to have any type of animals in the house. I brought her home, and within 2 days, that was his dog.
Well, guess
Oh,
what?
gosh,
The
he's up
spirit of
with Brandy.
Yeah, the spirit of your little dog, his little dog, has come through. And I'm sorry,
Yeah.
your mom's on the other side, right?
Yes,
Did she like crystal
so
chandeliers?
it's like my mom's dog.
Yeah, I know, but I'm seeing a crystal chandelier now, and I'm seeing what is it about you and crystal chandeliers, or the name crystal? But I'm seeing one of those crystal chandeliers.
That I don't know. I'll have to think about that one.
Yeah, think about that one, because I'm getting crystal chandeliers, and it's your mother is she was in a lot of pain prior to her passing, and she wants you to know that.
Yes, she was.
Yeah, she said, I feel fine. I feel fine. And I get this sense of great peace. Your
Yeah.
husband too. And the dog, what a sweet
Good.
little dog. Except he like tearing up pillows, didn't he?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Okay, because he's tearing up a pillow. I guess I don't know if they actually tear up pillows on the other side, but they project that to me so I can identify them. Hold on, let me get one more thing. Then and what's with you and banana pudding or banana cream pie, or him? I'm tasting banana cream pie, which, who doesn't like that? But I'm tasting it.
We both love banana pudding.
There you go. Verifiable fact following message.
Yeah.
So
So,
your husband, your mom,
yeah.
and Toto too. All right. It was funny. That movie was on the other night. We were all watching it.
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, and there's something about a crystal, somebody named Crystal, or crystal chandelier. I want you to think about that one. And I think I know what it means,
think
but
about that.
it has something to do with crystal clear. Okay. Dr. Pat?
I just have one thing to say to you, and I'm not going to say it too much on air. Are you okay to forgive?
Am I okay?
To forgive? Are you
I'm
okay to
getting
forgive?
better at it.
Yeah, I do. You notice I
I'm
didn't
getting
say, are
better
you
at it.
ready?
Yes.
Yeah, look, I did not say, are you ready to forgive? I'm like just saying, are you okay to forgive? Are you open to it?
I'm open to it, yeah.
Okay. So I want to just share this with you, and this is for everybody else listening. My mom committed suicide. And what I realized is that the anger that I felt was not hurting her. It was hurting me. See, my friend, Reverend Bonnie Barnard.
I agree.
Yep. She said to me, just because an act was done doesn't mean you condone it. Like there are people that have been physically abused. They have been raped. They have been held up at gunpoint. You're never going to say to them, you agree with the act. Yeah. But there is a pathway to freedom if you can get to the higher level of forgiveness, which is simply letting go. Do you understand? Because your anger,
and I think
anger will kill us. It'll kill you.
And I think now that I've heard from him, that will help me to forgive him, because it's been a year and a half and I've not heard, but now I have. So I think I can begin that now.
Yeah, I got to tell you this one thing though. The forgiveness is not about him. Please remember this. And we're gonna let you go here, but I want you to remember this for sure. Forgiveness not about him. It's about you.
Okay.
You understand?
I
This
do.
is about
I do
you.
understand.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for calling. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
All right.
much.
Thank you so
Yep.
much. I appreciate you. And then Merry Christmas, y'all.
Merry
All right,
Christmas to
Merry
you
Christmas.
too.
God
Right.
bless you.
God, I felt like I was talking to my aunt right there. Notice
Well,
how quickly you notice how quickly I can go to a Southern drawl.
I've noticed you go
Did you
from
notice that?
Brooklyn to
go-
to
well, I grew
South
up-
Carolinian, like
You
like
got to
that.
understand, my stepmom, my two stepsisters, and me, we got together in a family and we talked Southern. Jessica, I think we have time to bring on somebody else if you've got somebody.
We do. Let's go to Anne from Virginia. Anne, you are
Hi, Anne.
on with the Psychic in the Dock.
Jessica's so good, right?
Yep.
Hi, Anne from Virginia. How can we help you today? Welcome to the show. Anne, did you hang up on me?
Hello?
Yeah, there you are.
There you are. Hey, Ann.
How can we help you
I'm
today?
sorry,
Anne?
I heard a loud noise. I don't know what that was. Hi, Dr. Pat.
Hi, it's great.
I have spoken with you before, so it's good to hear
Yeah.
your voice, but it's been
It's
a while.
great
And
to hear
hi, Mark.
you.
How are you? Happy holidays.
Happy
Yeah.
holidays, Ann. Thank you for calling into the show. How can we help you?
So I come from an Italian family, but I was born much later in my mother's life. So I have a lot of members of my family have passed on, and including my husband. He died when I was very young. But because I've lost so many members of the family, I have one sister who's alive, and she's 23 years older than I am, and I've got some nieces and nephews. So because I've lost so many people, I remember all the holidays and so forth this time of year. But I was wondering if there's anybody specifically that might come forward for any kind of a connection.
Oh,
I know you said you had a husband. Do you have a brother on the other side?
No, I have three sisters. One's still alive.
Right. All right, then this must be your husband that I'm picking up, because I'm getting a male on your generational level. And with him, I'm getting like one day here, one day not, one day here, one day not, very abrupt passing. Does that make any sense?
Yes, it was an abrupt passing. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, when I bring up things, they may seem like they're coming out of left field, but he's given this to me. I'm tasting licorice. Do you love or hate licorice? Does licorice make sense to you in any way? And it's the
No.
black licorice. All right. Hold on. That's too quick. Go ahead,
That's too
Dr.
quick.
Pat.
Zambuca, anise, you understand?
Anisette. Yeah.
Anisette.
Well, he was an Italian, so I mean the rest of the family, but no, he grew up in an English-German family, so no.
Yeah, but I'm tasting
he
licorice.
wouldn't even know what Sambuca was.
Hold on, Ann. When I say licorice, what immediately comes to mind for you?
Yeah.
Don't worry about how it applies to your
Yeah.
husband. I'm tasting licorice. Somebody's giving me licorice.
Oh, nothing comes to mind for licorice. Nothing at all.
Wow, this is amazing. I mean,
It
it's
is.
just like impacting me. What about fennel? Fennel seed.
No.
All right. In my new book, there's a chapter called Avoiding the No Syndrome.
Mm.
So the better way to go is I'm not sure, let me think about it, or I don't know just yet, because they may be bringing up something that hasn't occurred to you yet, or something that has not yet happened.
Mhm.
But there's something about licorice or fennel that I'm tasting immensely going off the scale. And when information's presented to me, it isn't always about the spirit. It could be about you or somebody else close to you, either in this world or on the other side. Now, with one of the females connected to you who passed, I feel like my head is filling up with fluid, like it's going to explode. Did one of them have either swelling on the brain, brain tumor, aneurysm, because different causes of death may have a similar physical sensation as I experience it. And I'm getting this swelling and I'm feeling pain running down my spinal column in the cervical area of my spine and into my upper back. Any of the females have some type of something going on inside their head, could be brain cancer, could be swelling on the brain, or could be some other type of neurological problem.
My one sister had Alzheimer's.
Oh, that would be that. Okay. So let's see. She said, I'm fine now. This is interesting. Remember those old, what did you call them? Slide projectors. And she showed me like one of those carousels. Remember those?
Yeah.
They're like long time ago, but all this, now everything's on our phone and PowerPoint and all this. But is there something about a slide projector, a carousel, a slideshow that would make sense to you in any way? She has shown me all these slides and they're going by really, really, really fast. And before you say no, I want you to think about it. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Movies, and he would show the movies, not on a slide projector, but movies, the old movies from back in the 50s and 60s. That's the only thing that comes to my mind.
Would that be her husband?
It could be her husband, yeah. He's also passed.
Right. Well, that's why they came in together. Okay. All right. And it's interesting about the old movies. Each one's an individual slide. Okay. So let's see what she wants you to know. An aspirin a day keeps the doctor away. Okay. I always got to be careful when I give messages like this, because Dr. Pat is a psychologist, but she's not a medical doctor. And although I'm a medical intuitive as part of my mediumship, I am not a doctor. But they're talking about an aspirin a day keeps the doctor away. Question: are you taking an aspirin per day, or has that been recommended to you, or is an aspirin per day an issue with you in any way?
Well, I'm taking Advil a day because I have hip pain.
That would be that. Yes, it does. Very good. You get a gold star. Go sit at the front of the psychic class. Woo! All right. So, all right. Let's see what they want you to know. Interesting. They're telling you that it would be important for you to avoid the nightshade vegetables, which are going to be like eggplant, bell peppers, tomatoes, because they're talking about you, acid reflux, and an acidic buildup in your body. Do you have any indigestion, heartburn issues?
Once in a while, I'll have heartburn. You said that they're suggesting that I not use the nightshade vegetables for now?
That is correct. Yeah, to avoid the nightshades.
Oh, God, that's terrible.
I know.
Tomatoes and bell peppers. That's what I eat.
I know. Okay. Well, being of Italian descent, I understand that. But what you may want to do is switch to like zucchini. And if you're going to do the peppers, avoid the green peppers. Go for the yellow or the red, because they tend not to give you that as much. Yeah. Okay. But they're also saying that the nightshades are contributing to this pain that you're experiencing. So, let's go away from that for a while and see how that works. Okay. They're telling you that the garlic, the onion, and the olive oil, A-okay. But it's the nightshades that are causing you pain. Also, they're saying, cut back the sugar, cut back the sugar, cut back the sugar. I know, really. Yeah, great message right before Christmas, hear that. Right?
What was that last thing? Cut back what?
The sugar.
I can't hear you.
Sugar,
cut back the sugar.
Sugar.
Oh, sugar. Oh, okay, sugar. Got it. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's hard to hear with the cell phone. Okay, got it.
Yeah, no. Awesome. Look, thank you for calling in. Now, I still think Mark is onto something. So think about this. It got really clear to me. Maybe it's the two that you brought forward. Somebody likes espresso and Zambuca, or somebody likes something like that, whether it's fennel or something. Somebody, just be on the lookout for licorice now, right? Because it could be.
But it could be someone that passed on. It could have been my father that drank it.
That's it. Your father. Did your father drink the Zambuca or the anise?
Hold on.
He would drink all that stuff. I mean, and then the fennel they would eat. Yeah.
The fennel they would eat.
The fennel they would eat. And there's another very, very good Dr. Pat, as usual. She knocks the ball out of the park. There's another issue with fennel. It's good for digestion.
Digestion.
So your dad used to do all that, and you're having some
okay.
digestion issues right now. So next time you're at the store, you may want to pick up a little bit of fenouil.
Oh, I'm telling you,
aka
roasted fennel with garlic and olive oil. Woo, baby. You'll never eat another
You're making me
nightshade.
hungry. Oh,
Yeah, I'm
God.
hungry. I haven't eaten yet. I'm in Jersey now. And thank you so much for calling in. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
All right.
Happy-
Buon Natale to both of you.
Oh, yeah.
Buon Natale,
Oh
Joyeux
my
Noël,
God.
Frohe Weihnacht, Merry Christmas.
Oh, Ciabella. Oh, I love it. Thank you, Mark, again for a great show. Thank you. Jessica, thank you. Thank you. I'm a little disappointed you didn't sing.
Next time.
But next.
That's right, because next week we'll be back for
Yep.
another holiday call-in show.
We're going to do the
Um,
new year.
New
Oh, boy.
Year's, and
Oh,
because
boy, look out.
2022 is all about you. And
That's our theme. 2022, it's all about you, but it's about the new you. You. Like you. Thank you for tuning us in, turning us on, transformationtalkradio.com. Mark Anthony, give us that website quick, Mark.
afterlifefrequency.com. And thank you, Dr. Pat, for being an amazing co-host of The Psychic and the Doc. And everybody, we will be back next week taking your calls.
I love you, everybody. Thank you. Have a good one.